Hey there, how's it going? Now today something really interesting has been happening in Wellington. A whole pile of people have been playing with their horns in public places just for sheer joy and fun of it, and it's causing a bit of controversy and a bit of mismatch socially in Wellington. If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, hang around and you'll find out. Okay, so from looking at the stats on my YouTube channel, I can see that about half of the people watching my vlogs are from Wellington, and about half of them are from elsewhere around the world, and a few around the rest of New Zealand. So if you're from Wellington, you'll be, of course, familiar with Mount Victoria Tunnel. If you're not in Wellington, well, Mount Vic Tunnel is a 600-metre long tunnel that goes underneath Mount Vic. Mount Victoria is a large hill that sort of divides the central Wellington city from basically the eastern suburbs that go out towards the airport. So this tunnel is sort of a major route from the city through to the airport in Wellington in New Zealand. And the thing that's been happening today is that there's a call for people who have been for many years in the habit of honking their horn as they go through this tunnel to stop bloody doing it. So I thought I would have a look at some of the reasons that people do it, some of the reasons people want them to stop doing it, and also some of the legal things around it as well, because there are laws and rules about this sort of thing. So anyway, first of all, there's this thing's been going on for a long time, and it's always divided people in Wellington at a really silly level, because it's one of those things that people do because, hey, it's just a bit of harmless fun is the usual excuse, or the main, sort of the most agreed one, though not everybody does agree with it, the most agreed reason for this happening is that there was a girl who was assaulted and killed near the tunnel, and the theory is that honking your horn will scare away her ghost. So yeah, that's why people sort of do it, and it's sort of become this thing over the years where when people drive through the Mount Vic Tunnel, they lay on the horn, and there's a lot of people who really don't like it. Now the first and foremost thing is it's actually illegal to use your horn in New Zealand at an inappropriate time. So you're not allowed to use a warning device in your car like the horn, except to warn people or in an emergency situation. Here's the legislation here. So that's the rules, basically. It's pretty clear. On the media tonight, there's one guy said when he was 16 years old, he got ticketed for using a warning device in an inappropriate place. And that was going through the tunnel, of course. He hit the horn, cop pulled him over, got a ticket for it. And yeah, if they did that for everybody doing that, there'd be probably 20-30 cops working full-time on this tunnel. The reasons that people are doing it is they're saying, well, it's just a bit of harmless fun, is one of the reasons. It's traditional, that scares away the ghost. I'm a little bit skeptical about that one. Got no problem with ghosts, but a haunted ghost in a tunnel and a horn scaring it away, that whole thing. And if I can find something else, I'll put it here when I edit this. Those are sort of the reasons people are doing it and keep doing it. The reasons not to do it, I think, have a much more solid foundation. Pedestrians have been saying that it's incredibly loud and actually hurts their ears as it's going through. Cyclists have said that it can sometimes suddenly, a horn going with cars going straight past you has caused people to come off their bikes or off their scooters or skateboards and stuff and actually cause personal injury. These sorts of things, I think that's a much more important consideration than a bit of harmless fun. In fact, this harmless fun has caused harm, if you look at it that way. So I thought, hey, I would put this thing out there and start talking to some people and see what opinions are. There was a poll done today on a local media site called stuff.co.nz, and I think 22% of respondents to that poll said that the sound was annoying, and around 80-something% of people said, oh, it's just fun and don't worry about it. However, given what the general knowledge and opinion is of these stuff polls, I think their demographic audience is a little bit biased, because this is sort of run during the day for people that have enough time on their hands to answer stuff polls during daytime hours and that sort of thing. I don't know a lot about the poll itself. I will put a link here and you can work that one out for yourself and see how biased or unbiased you might think that one is. I would like to sort of do something else and see a more balanced response to this. So I thought I would go and put a poll out there myself in a few different places and see what the different results are. So yeah, let's go and do that.
So let's set up a poll in Facebook here. Type a bit of a message and I'll just paste in the extra bit that I've got later on. I'm going to create exactly the same poll shortly on Twitter with the same wording and options, which are just yes or no. You can only have 2 options on Facebook, and then we'll just sit back and see what happens. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours now since I started the polls up, and right from the beginning through till now, and I've had around about 150 total respondents between Facebook and Twitter. It's been 2/3 people have been saying yes, you should be able to blow your horn in the tunnel, and 1/3 saying no, it hurts my ears basically when you're going through, and that it shouldn't. I think that's quite an interesting result. I'm going to leave the poll open for a wee bit longer and see if that changes much at all, but I'm not really expecting it to. Yeah, if you've got any comments about that, or any opinions, or if you've got similar things happening where you live around the world, please leave something in the comments below. I'm really keen to hear that. Another thing that really stood out in the comments was how long exactly this whole argument's been going on. People mentioning that it's been the same for the last 20, 30, 40 or more years, with people going through the tunnel hitting the horn for various reasons, and other people saying that, you know, they shouldn't be, and other people going, oh, but it's just fun, that sort of thing. Exactly the same thing. And I can see this going on for another 20, 30, 40 years as well, probably without much resolution. But I would point out to people that, hey, it is illegal. Some people have been harmed because of it. It is really loud and really echoey in there, so if you are going to go do that, just have a look up on the balcony, see if there's anybody walking down there, and maybe have a second thought before you hit that horn. Anyway, if you've got any comments or questions or other information about this, I'm really keen to see it and hear it, so do put it in the comments down below, and I'm sure other people will get back. Keep it nice in the comments. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. If you like this video, let me know and I'll do more of these sort of social polls and things. I think they're quite interesting. And I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Have a good one.